Hi, Todge.
Hiya.
Where's Ron? He's gone off for a wander. Anything I can do?
No, it's local knowledge I'm after.
Well, you spend enough time in there, you must know how to use his index system.
Ron's best information is up here. And the only thing I know how to use is his toaster. Hiya. You all right?
Bob, how do you feel about being custody sarge for half an hour?
You know what the clutch said to the gearbox, huh?
Sorry?
Do you know what the clutch said to the gearbox?
No.
Another grind like that and we'll have to get engaged. Lovely motor, sir. Had it long?
Yeah, I've had it for a while. Just got a bit of a problem with the clutch.
Yeah, probably needs an adjustment. You switch the engine off and open the bonnet, I'll take a look, sir. You'll need to pull the bonnet release handle, sir.
Oh, yeah.
The great thing about these cars is they never go wrong. I shouldn't think you normally have to open the bonnet.
No.
Morning, Sarge.
Don't ask me about overtime, Finnan.
I wasn't going to.
That makes a change. What are these doing here?
That's the way Sergeant Maitland wanted them.
Yeah?
I was looking at your tax disc, sir.
Looks up to date.
I was interested where the disc was bought.
I can't remember.
It was only bought a couple of weeks ago, sir.
Stratford. Main post office.
Well, you obviously don't need glasses, sir. Got the keys to the car, please.
Why?
Start the engine. Could I have a look at your driving licence as well, please?
Why?
Nothing wrong with the clutch, sir. Must be your driving.
Bobby? Bobby! Bobby! Bobby!
What's all that?
Bail forms.
There's enough for a riot there.
Yeah, well, that's what Uncle Bob's hoping for. He's filling in as custody sergeant and so forth. We haven't had a customer.
Ah, never mind. Still, it'll make a nice change for him. Better than playing office politics upstairs.
Oh, yeah, except now he's playing them downstairs instead. Hello, Sun Hill.
Hello, Dave. It's Ron.
Ron who?
Ron Smollett. I've arrested a man. I'm in the telephone box on Acre Street.
Well, it may have been a while since you did this, Ron, but nowadays we use a thing called a radio to call for assistance.
Caught her playing Crocodile Dundee down the high street.
I was going to sell it.
She had it hidden in her trousers.
Tell me how else I was meant to carry it.
Where were you going to sell it?
I don't know. Junk shop. Anywhere I could get 25 quid for it.
And where'd you get it from?
It was me granddad's. He told us he took it off a German in the First World War.
Brave man.
What did you want the money for?
That's my business.
No. Unless you can prove you had a good reason for carrying this article in a public place, I am going to charge you.
I told you I was going to sell it.
Well, you're going to have to prove where.
I don't know.
Well, you just picked up a bayonet and you didn't know where you were going?
No. I took it out to sell it, and then I was going to buy some acid, yeah?
That should please your granddad.
ASC Smollett requires assistance. Acre Street. Convey prisoner to station.
Yeah, message received. We're not that short on the relief, are we?
Why?
It can't be too good if we need old Robo Ron back on the beat.
Well, what am I meant to charge you with?
Offensive weapon. I'll do the details when I've had my break if you want.
No, you can't. You're arresting officer. You can't act as custody officer in relation to your own prisoner, can you?
Just thought you might like a hand, that's all.
No, I'm just making sure we know what we're talking about. Prevention of crime, 53, yeah?
What's going on then, Ron?
Suspicion of taking a vehicle without authority. Now, I'll tell you what made me suspicious.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll sort it. Sierra Oscar from 218 receiving. Over.
Go ahead, 218.
Yeah, can you give me a PNC check? Index Juliet Charlie 59er. Over.
Do you want us to take this up from here?
No, fine, cheers.
What's your name, mate?
James Childs.
Address?
Number 1 Cranes Road.
Yeah, suspect's name.
Lived there long, sir?
James Childs.
He's got no ID.
Address number 1 Cranes Road. Over.
Just jack the car up, all right?
What is it? Part-time or a special or something?
There's no need for insults, sir.
What's with the big hat then, eh?
I thought I'd keep the sun off my head.
Yeah, but pulling in punters for motoring offences, not usually the collator's job, is it, eh?
I'm still a copper, aren't I?
The registered keeper of the vehicle is confirmed as James Childs, and there is no trace of the vehicle having been lost or stolen.
Cheers, message received. Pop him back in the water, shall we?
Hang on. The bloke's got no ID. The keeper's name he could have got off something he found in the car.
There's no report of it being nicked, Ron.
Yeah, well, I'm suspicious. I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to ask you to accompany me down to the station.
How many times do I have to tell you? This is my car.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
You just drop him down to the station. I'll follow you down in the Saab. Trust me, Tony, I had 20 years in traffic.
Sir, I've got a problem of pace. I've made an arrest while being custody officer. Bob Cryer has taken over my duties.
Oh, that's fine.
She's been arrested, but at what point can I resume my duties in relation to the girl?
What a poser.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but we need an answer.
That's not what I was referring to.
You can't help it, but it makes you feel like a superstar in one of these.
It's a shame it can't make you look like one.
My word. Sergeant Maitland's aged.
Yeah, arresting officer.
Better put down Ron Smollett.
Don't muck around.
No, we're serious.
Right. How are we doing? What are you doing here?
Better ask you the same question.
We found your lad a brief, Ron.
That was quick.
Oh, yeah, he's a bit of a lefty, but he was here in the station already.
I was a damn good copper on the beat.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you were, Ron. But I'm probably too young to remember.
You know, I look at lads like you, Dave, and I wonder if you're too young to be doing the job at all.
It's sorted. I've just spoken to Mr. Munro.
And what does he say?
He says it's all right to resume duties. Section 36, subsection 6.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem to be in the spirit of the law, does it? I mean, you can't have the arresting officer and the custody officer being one and the same person.
It's all above board, Bob.
I find it hard to believe. I mean, if that's true, it seems to me to conflict with everything that the custody officer stands for. I mean, you are taught above all that a custody officer should be impartial.
Look, you can check it if you want.
Could you tell us the vehicle's registration number?
My initials, JC59.
The make, the model, the year of manufacture.
This is stupid.
I feel my client has been stopped and victimised merely because of his age.
He's under suspicion of taking a vehicle without authority.
Look, I work for a record company. Do you think I'm going to go around skanking cars?
What about your driving licence?
I told you, I haven't got it on me.
We've got no record of you having a driving licence.
If that's the only problem, I'm sure my client will be prepared to produce the driving licence at a police station within the next 7 days.
Yeah, sure.
The problem, sir, is I'm not convinced your client is who he says he is.
Look! Sit down.
Look, it's no big deal. I can drive. I just haven't passed my test, that's all.
Providing John is no longer involved in the investigation of the offence, he can still be custody officer. But he is still involved.
But subsection 6 contradicts that.
It's better to be safe than sorry, and I don't mind standing in as custody sergeant for the rest of the shift.
This only affects his role as regards the prisoner he arrested.
He got 2 prisoners.
I don't know who wrote this.
The Marx Brothers. Look, I agree with you. You could argue it either way.
Oh, here's a coin. Let's toss for it.
Heads.
I'll deal with the paperwork.
Yeah, Ron's behaving like he's just arrested Lord Luton.
Sarge?
Yeah.
Could you delay things a bit?
Yeah, sure. Why?
Just give us a few moments, eh?
What's going on?
You can give mine a valet while you're at it.
I'll consider it, sir. But I think yours is a complete restoration job.
Watch it.
There you go.
Where's that other bloke then? One with the nose?
He's gone.
Look, I was going to make this guy jolly. He knows I was going to sell that bayonet. Ask him.
You a pusher, is he, Bobby?
He's a friend.
I don't think he's likely to talk to us, is he?
But I was going to sell it.
And where would we find this bloke, Johnny?
Where's the Sarge?
Cells.
Sarge?
Yeah, look, Ron, this lad of yours, I'm going to need some reason if we're going to delay any longer.
I found this in the car.
What is it?
Credit card counterfoil. Now, check the signature against the one on the custody record.
Yeah, this one looks left-handed.
Definitely cheesy.
Right. Dave, you put the lad in the interview room. For Ron, will you? And inform the solicitor.
Cheers, Sarge.
Tosh!
Yeah?
I think I might have something for you.
Oh, yeah?
But I've got to speak to Mr. Munro first.
Well, what is it?
Look, this can't go any further as yet.
Yeah?
But have you ever heard of a dealer called Jolly?
I'm going to ask you to give us a specimen of those signatures.
You're wasting my time.
Look, lad, it's our time that's being wasted.
You can't get over the fact that I'm young and I've got a fast car. That I earn more money than you. You're jealous.
Sit down. Now, shall we have someone go round to the address you gave us?
There won't be anyone in. I'm here.
This is Smollett, Sun Hill. I'm looking for a Mr. James Childs.
He's not here.
Does he live here?
Yes, but I can't help you, I'm afraid. I'm just on my way out.
Do you know him well?
I know him.
Right, well, let me explain. We've arrested a man on suspicion of stealing Mr. Childs' car.
I'm late. I'm afraid I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, well, in fact, the man claims to be Mr. Childs, so we need someone to confirm his identity.
I'm too busy.
You don't seem very concerned, madam.
Look, what James does is his own business. It's got nothing to do with me.
We don't believe this man is James.
Well, why?
Could you give me your name, please, madam?
No. And I don't want to say anything else, thank you.
Well, could you at least give us a description?
Look, James is my fiancé, so I can't say anything against him. But I'm not going to do anything to help him. Do you understand?
No.
John. Yeah?
This girl you arrested, I've just heard that she gave you some information about a dealer.
Yeah, she mentioned a dealer called Jolly.
And did that have any bearing on the investigations into her alleged offence?
Look, I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, but was she under caution when she made the admissions?
Look, it didn't happen like that. It was just a casual remark she made in the cells. I just thought they might be interested at CID.
You agreed to be a custody officer.
She just blurted out a few things. I don't even know if they're relevant to the case.
You should have given her a caution and taken a statement.
What's all this then, eh? Cairo Bazaar?
It's only temporary, my friend.
Ah, it looks lovely. All the fruits look wonderful. You know, in the old days, we used to call all this tropical stuff queer gear. That's right. Maybe we could just move it back up the pavement a smidge. We don't want anyone breaking their leg or the van back on the road, eh?
You're not the usual copper, are you?
No, Ron Smollett.
Sam.
Sam, right. Oh, Sam, you don't happen to know the guy with the red Saab lives across the road, do you?
James.
You know him?
Yeah, I know everybody here. He gives me some financial advice.
She claims that the money she would obtain from the sale of the bayonet would be used to buy a controlled substance.
Now, let's put aside the evidence relating to what she was going to do with the money.
No, sir, we can't. The dealer might be able to corroborate her story.
I don't care whether the guy could back her up or not. Carrying a bayonet around the streets of London on the off chance that she might be able to sell it in order to purchase drugs, I mean, that's in no way a reasonable excuse for carrying an offensive weapon.
But that's the law. It is accepted that to carry a sword to sell is a justified excuse for the offence of carrying an offensive weapon.
But we have no proof that she intended to sell it.
But that's why it has to be investigated.
Oh, and the dealer's going to back her up.
It has to be investigated. And it doesn't help with you shelling out information to the CID.
Bob.
No, but it's true, sir. We don't know where this case is going to lead. And as custody officer, any disclosures she's made to you might be inadmissible as evidence.
OK. John, I want you to make a statement. I'll get CID to take a statement from the girl, and Bob, I'd like you to take over as custody sarge in relation to the girl.
Sir.
Look, I only mentioned the matter to DC Lines in passing.
Just make a statement.
Yes, sir.
And like, it was like things like see Emily play.
Excuse me, can I help you?
Mr. James Charles, please.
Oh, I'm afraid he's not in.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Well, he's actually out on business at the moment. Can I help?
I'm investigating the possible theft of his motor vehicle.
His car? When?
Do you know, did he come by car this morning?
Yes.
How did he leave?
He goes everywhere by car.
What does he look like?
He's early 30s, medium height. When did you say this happened?
He's not informed us yet that it has.
No hard feelings, eh?
We're both doing our job.
Yeah, that's right. Have you got the keys to Bobby's cell?
Yeah. There you go.
Cheers. Haven't got another arrest, have you?
I'm still trying to shape up the last one.
Ron, you've got a customer.
Where?
Front office.
He's very busy for a collider.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the chance to get your name.
Julie Kerrigan. I spoke to James. I'm sorry I wasn't helpful earlier. We had a bit of a tiff, you see.
Oh, I see. Please.
Thank you. He phoned to apologise when I got into work, and when I told him about the car and what had happened, he couldn't believe it.
I bet.
So he asked me to come and tell you.
Right. So where's Mr. Charles now?
Well, he's at work. He couldn't come himself.
And is that where the car was stolen from?
Oh, I couldn't say, actually.
I'll get the details from Mr. Charles.
Unfortunately, he's terribly busy.
Well, we'll have to take a statement from him at some point.
Well, the thing is also, he needs his car for work.
Yeah, but if he comes down and makes a statement, he can pick it up whenever he likes.
Well, he asked me to pick it up for him. He needs it now. That's why I've come down.
Right. Well, I've got his card. I'll give him a ring and explain.
Excuse me, I'm just going to get something out of the car, okay?
Very well, madam.
What was that about?
That was about a lot of hard work.
Why? What's happened?
Oh, hello. Yes, could you put me through to Mr. James Charles, please? PC Smollett, Sunhill.
I thought we'd got him.
I'm not sure what we've got. Hello, Mr. Charles.
Right, thanks.
So am I going to get my bayonet back?
I can't say at the moment.
Look, I wasn't going to stab anyone.
Hey, come here. It was your granddad's, was it?
Yeah.
What do you reckon he would say about all this?
He's dead, isn't he? I just need to sell it.
Your granddad picked that up fighting in the war. It's a piece of personal history that he passed on to you.
You like souvenirs? You buy it.
So that you can buy drugs?
If I want to kill myself, that's my business. And so it's what I do with my money, right? Where I live, you either make out or you get out. And today it's my turn to make out. I suppose you wouldn't know much about that.
Oh, I don't know, love.
What's your real name?
Jeff Keane. Can I have a fag?
Not till we've finished. Where do you live?
31 Start Road, SE1. Geezer can have his jacket back as well. Sleeves are too short.
Is that all you took?
Well, I had his wallet, but I appear to have lost that.
Who to? His name.
Well, I got some useful information about this Jolly character from her. And in all honesty, I think she was going to sell it.
You believe that?
Yeah, I know it doesn't seem right, but as a defence against possessing an offensive weapon, yeah, it stands.
She'd never be able to prove it, though.
That's not down to me. That's down to you or the CPS. All right?
All right. Let's release her with a caution.
We might have got a pusher out of it. That can't be bad.
Yeah, you're right.
And by the by, thanks very much for asking me to stand in for you. I've really enjoyed this morning.
Thank you for coming down, sir.
Thank you for retrieving my car.
It's a pleasure. Now, if I could just have a few details. What time was the car stolen?
When Julie told me, it was the first I knew of it.
And it was taken from where?
From work. I stupidly left my keys in the car.
And your jacket containing your wallet?
That's right.
Well, we've retrieved your jacket, but not your wallet. You'll need to inform your bank.
Sure. Because actually, I do have a pressing appointment.
However, sir, we do need to see your driving license and vehicle registration document.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, dear me, sir. There was me thinking there was going to be a bribe in here. We had wondered if, in fact, you had a license.
It's a previous address. I seem to have been too busy to renew it. But I'm sorry. I really will get on with it.
Well, if you could, sir, it would be a help. It is an offence, you know. And I need to get you to fill out a loser's statement for the car. Get this a measure for us. Cheers.
I am busy. Is it urgent?
When you can. He says it's an old address.
I'll be giving the girl a caution. I'm going to sort out some more overtime.
Oh, I am enjoying this. A bloke doesn't want to report the loss of a 25 grand car and his girlfriend doesn't want to help him. Now, do you understand that?
No? What's it mean?
It means, Tosh, that I've probably uncovered the biggest car racket in the history of the Met.
Well, here are your keys, Mr. Charles. Don't lose them.
No. Cheers.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Why don't you drive? I've had a hell of a day.
Oh, but I've got my own car, remember, James? Parked out the front.
You want to go out more often?
Yeah. Yeah, any chance of you having a word with Mr. Brownlow? Recommending me for home beat officer.
You serious?
You've got the taste.
I have. I want to get my teeth into something again. I'm going to just sit in that office. I haven't even got a window to look out of.
One Bombay duck.
What?
James Charles, Monauban Magistrates, October 1990. 2 years disqualification, drunk in charge of a motor vehicle, fined £400. So how come he's still got a licence?
You must know that one.
No.
It's a duplicate. He'll have applied for it on the off chance that he'd lose it one day.
Thanks for everything.
Seatbelt, sir!
Where is he?
It's just gone.
All cars be on the lookout for a red Saab convertible. Registration number Juliet Charlie 59.
Not again.